Have you ever felt the heavy weight of a past mistake holding you back, like an anchor dragging you down? Imagine a world where each regret isn't a chain, but a catalyst for transformation. Regret, a word that often stings, can become your most powerful teacher. It's not about rewriting history, but about understanding that sometimes our past missteps are the universe's way of guiding us to something greater. So, are you haunted by what-ifs and if-onlys? It's time to turn those shadows of regret into stepping stones for a brighter future. Let's flip the script together. Hi everyone, welcome back to Level Stoic channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that affects us all. Regret. Regret can be a heavy burden, but what if I told you there's a way to break free from it? In this video, we'll delve into some practical lessons designed to help you transform regret into a source of strength. These aren't just abstract ideas, they're actionable, real-world strategies you can start using right away. But before we get started, let's make sure this valuable wisdom reaches as many people as possible. Please hit that like button and ring the notification bell to let YouTube know you find our content valuable. Now, let's embark on this journey of transformation together, ready to turn your past mistakes into powerful lessons for a better future. Let's begin with lesson number 1, how Stoicism views regret. In Stoic philosophy, regret is seen as an unproductive and irrational response to past events. The Stoics believe that dwelling on past mistakes only distracts us from living in accordance with our virtues and rational nature. Instead of fussing over what cannot be changed, Stoicism encourages us to accept the past as it is and focus on what we can do in the present moment. This perspective doesn't mean ignoring or dismissing our past mistakes, but rather learning from them without letting them dominate our current mindset and actions. Two key Stoic concepts can help us effectively deal with regret, focusing on the present moment and the dichotomy of control. Focusing on the present moment. First, the Stoics emphasize the importance of living in the present. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, wrote extensively about the power of focusing on the here and now. By concentrating on the present moment, we can free ourselves from the chains of past mistakes and future anxieties. He said, "Confine yourself to the present." Marcus Aurelius reminds us to stay anchored in the present moment. When dealing with regret, this principle is invaluable. Regret often stems from dwelling on past mistakes, but by focusing on the present, we can prevent these thoughts from overwhelming us. By confining ourselves to the present, we redirect our energy away from what we cannot change and towards what we can, our current actions and attitudes. This shift in focus allows us to use our time and energy constructively, fostering personal growth and resilience. Dichotomy of control. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, said, "Some things are in our control and others not. Things in our control are opinion, pursuit, desire, aversion, and in a word, whatever are our own actions. Things not in our control are body, property, reputation, command, and, in one word, whatever are not our own actions." That is a second crucial Stoic concept, the dichotomy of control. This principle teaches us to distinguish between what is within our control and what is not. Our thoughts, actions, and reactions are within our control, while external events and the actions of others are not. By accepting that past mistakes fall into the category of things we cannot change, we can redirect our energy toward what we can influence, our current actions and future decisions. By integrating these Stoic principles into our lives, we can learn to view past mistakes as valuable lessons rather than sources of regret. This mindset empowers us to live more intentionally and resiliently, free from the paralyzing effects of dwelling on the past. What is within our control versus what is not? The dichotomy of control is a foundational principle in Stoicism, and it provides a clear framework for understanding and managing our reactions to life's events. According to Epictetus, as we already mentioned, everything in life can be categorized into two groups: things that are within our control and things that are not. What falls within our control are our own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. These are the aspects of our lives where we have full agency and can make conscious choices. On the other hand, what lies beyond our control includes external events, other people's actions, and the outcomes of our efforts. Recognizing this distinction is crucial because it helps us focus our energy and concern on areas where we can make a difference, rather than wasting it on things we cannot change. Let's see how this principle can be applied to dealing with past mistakes. Imagine you regret not pursuing a particular career opportunity. According to the dichotomy of control, you can't change the fact that you didn't take that opportunity. It's an event firmly in the past and beyond your control. What you can control, however, are your current actions and mindset. Instead of dwelling on the missed chance, you can focus on improving your skills, seeking new opportunities, or even finding ways to integrate your passions into your current career. By shifting your focus from the unchangeable past to the present, you empower yourself to take positive steps forward. Another example could be regretting a harsh argument with a friend that led to a falling out. While you can't undo the words that were said, you can control how you handle the situation now. You might decide to apologize, seek to mend the relationship, or learn to communicate more effectively in the future. By accepting that you can't change the past argument but can influence future interactions, you free yourself from the paralyzing grip of regret and open up possibilities for growth and reconciliation. In both examples, the dichotomy of control helps us reframe our perspective on past mistakes. Instead of getting stuck in a cycle of regret, we learn to focus on constructive actions we can take now. This Stoic approach not only alleviates the emotional burden of regret, but also fosters a proactive and resilient mindset, enabling us to live more purposefully and positively. Define and explain. Amor Fati. Amor Fati, a Latin phrase meaning love of fate, is a profound Stoic concept that encourages us to embrace everything that happens in our lives, both good and bad, as necessary and beneficial parts of our existence. This idea is deeply rooted in the belief that all events, including those we might initially perceive as negative or regrettable, are essential components of our journey. By cultivating Amor Fati, we learn to not only accept, but to love our fate, recognizing that every experience contributes to our growth and development. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus emphasized that everything that happens to us has a purpose, and that by accepting our fate with a positive mindset, we can transform challenges into opportunities for improvement. Rather than resisting or lamenting our circumstances, Amor Fati teaches us to embrace them fully, understanding that each event is a piece of the larger puzzle that shapes who we are. Embracing everything, including mistakes, for personal growth. Embracing Amor Fati means welcoming all experiences, including mistakes, as vital parts of our personal growth. When we adopt this perspective, we begin to see our past errors not as failures, but as opportunities to learn and evolve. Each mistake provides us with valuable insights and lessons that can guide our future actions and decisions. For instance, a professional setback can teach us resilience and the importance of preparation, while a personal conflict can highlight areas where we need to develop better communication skills. By loving our fate, we also reduce the emotional burden of regret. Instead of wasting energy wishing we could change the past, we channel our efforts into making the most of our present circumstances. This shift in mindset allows us to approach life with a sense of curiosity and openness, always ready to extract wisdom from every experience. Moreover, Amor Fati helps us build resilience. When we accept that challenges and mistakes are inevitable parts of life, we become more adaptable and better equipped to handle adversity. This resilience enables us to maintain a positive outlook even in difficult times, fostering a sense of inner peace and contentment. In summary, by embracing Amor Fati and loving everything that happens, including our mistakes, we unlock the potential for profound personal growth. We learn to view our experiences as integral to our development, allowing us to live more fully and intentionally, free from the paralyzing effects of regret and self-doubt. The importance of staying present and mindful. Staying present and mindful is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and a powerful antidote to regret. When we focus on the present moment, we detach ourselves from the unchangeable past and the uncertain future. This presence allows us to fully engage with our current experiences and make the most of each moment. Mindfulness helps us observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, giving us the clarity to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. By cultivating mindfulness, we create a mental space where regret cannot thrive. Regret often stems from ruminating over past mistakes and wishing things had been different. However, when we anchor ourselves in the present, we reduce the time and energy spent on these unproductive thoughts. This shift in focus helps us appreciate the here and now, fostering a sense of peace and acceptance. Practical tips on cultivating mindfulness in daily life to reduce regret. Mindful breathing. One of the simplest ways to cultivate mindfulness is through mindful breathing. Take a few minutes each day to focus on your breath. Inhale deeply, hold for a moment, and exhale slowly. Pay attention to the sensation of the breath entering and leaving your body. This practice can calm your mind and keep you grounded in the present moment. Daily journaling. Journaling is an effective tool for processing past experiences and reducing regret. Set aside time each day to write about your thoughts and feelings. Reflect on your day, noting any moments of regret and what you can learn from them. This practice not only helps you understand your emotions, but also allows you to let go of negative thoughts. Mindful activities. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily activities. Whether it's eating, walking, or even washing dishes, focus fully on the task at hand. Notice the textures, smells, and sensations associated with these activities. This practice helps you stay present and appreciate the simplicity of everyday moments. Meditation. Regular meditation can significantly enhance your mindfulness. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and focus on a single point of attention, such as your breath or a mantra. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your point of focus. Start with a few minutes each day and gradually increase the duration. Gratitude practice. Practicing gratitude can shift your focus from what you regret to what you appreciate. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This simple exercise can help you develop a positive mindset and reduce the impact of regretful thoughts. By integrating these mindfulness practices into your daily routine, you can train your mind to stay present and reduce the grip of regret. These techniques help you cultivate a more balanced and resilient outlook, enabling you to live more fully in the present and make peace with your past. Journaling as a method to process regret. Journaling is a powerful tool for processing regret and gaining clarity on past mistakes. By putting your thoughts and emotions into words, you create a structured way to reflect on your experiences and identify patterns in your thinking and behavior. This practice can help you understand the root causes of your regret and how these feelings impact your current life. Journaling allows you to explore your regrets in a safe and non-judgmental space, facilitating emotional release and insight. When you write about your regrets, you externalize them, making it easier to analyze and learn from them. This process can lead to greater self-awareness and personal growth, as you start to see your mistakes not as failures, but as opportunities for improvement. Regular journaling can also help you track your progress over time, showing you how far you've come in overcoming regret and implementing positive changes in your life. Prompts for reflecting on past mistakes and learning from them. To get the most out of your journaling practice, it can be helpful to use specific prompts that guide your reflection and encourage deeper thinking. Here are some prompts to help you process regret and learn from your past mistakes. Describe a recent regret you've been dwelling on. What happened and why do you regret it? This prompt helps you pinpoint the exact situation causing your regret and articulate your feelings about it. What emotions do you feel when you think about this regret? How do these emotions affect your daily life? Reflecting on your emotional response can help you understand the impact of regret on your overall well-being. What did you learn from this experience? How can you apply this lesson to future situations? Identifying the lessons learned from your mistakes turns regret into a constructive tool for personal growth. If you could go back, what would you do differently? Why? This prompt allows you to explore alternative actions and decisions, providing insights into how you can handle similar situations better in the future. How can you forgive yourself for this mistake? What steps can you take to move forward? Self-forgiveness is crucial for overcoming regret. This prompt encourages you to develop a plan for letting go and moving on. What are some positive outcomes that resulted from this mistake? Focusing on any silver linings can help you reframe your regret in a more positive light. Write a letter to your past self, offering advice and compassion regarding this regret. This exercise fosters self-compassion and provides a different perspective on your past actions. By regularly using these prompts in your journaling practice, you can transform how you view and deal with regret. Over time, this reflective process will help you gain greater control over your emotions, make peace with your past, and build a more resilient and mindful approach to life. The Stoic exercise of negative visualization. Negative visualization is a Stoic exercise that involves contemplating the loss or absence of things we currently have. This practice is not about pessimism, but rather about fostering appreciation and resilience. By imagining worst-case scenarios or the impermanence of our possessions and relationships, we can better appreciate what we have in the present and prepare ourselves emotionally for potential future hardships. The Stoics believed that by regularly practicing negative visualization, we can build a more balanced perspective on life, reducing the fear of loss and the pain of attachment. For example, you might visualize what your life would be like if you lost your job, experienced a health issue, or faced a significant relationship change. By doing this, you prepare yourself mentally for these possibilities and learn to value your current circumstances more deeply. This exercise can also help you recognize that many of your fears are manageable and that you have the strength to cope with whatever comes your way. Negative visualization can also be a powerful tool for putting past mistakes into perspective. Here's how you can use this technique to reframe your regrets and move forward. Reflect on the worst-case scenarios. Think about the past mistake you regret and imagine the worst possible outcomes that could have resulted from it. Consider how much worse things could have been and recognize that the actual outcome, though regrettable, might not be as catastrophic as it could have been. This helps put your mistake into perspective, reducing its emotional weight. Appreciate what you still have. After visualizing the worst-case scenario, take a moment to appreciate what you still have, despite the mistake. This might include relationships, opportunities, or personal qualities that remain intact. By focusing on these positives, you can shift your mindset from one of loss to one of gratitude. Learn from the visualized scenarios. Use the negative visualization to identify potential lessons and areas for growth. Ask yourself how you might handle similar situations differently in the future to avoid the same mistakes. This proactive approach turns the exercise into a practical guide for personal development. Practice regularly. Incorporate negative visualization into your regular routine, perhaps once a week or whenever you find yourself ruminating on past mistakes. Consistent practice helps reinforce the benefits of this Stoic exercise, gradually transforming your outlook on life and your past. By integrating negative visualization into your life, you can diminish the power of regret and cultivate a more resilient and appreciative mindset. Simple meditation techniques to help focus on the present. Meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating mindfulness and staying focused on the present moment. By incorporating simple meditation techniques into your daily routine, you can enhance your awareness, reduce stress, and mitigate the impact of regret. Here are a few straightforward techniques to get you started. Breath awareness. Meditation. Sit comfortably in a quiet space, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Observe each inhale and exhale without trying to change your breathing pattern. If your mind wanders, gently bring your focus back to your breath. Start with just a few minutes each day and gradually increase the duration as you become more comfortable with the practice. Body scan. Meditation. Lie down or sit comfortably and close your eyes. Begin by focusing on your toes, noticing any sensations, and slowly move your attention upward through your body. Pay close attention to each part of your body, acknowledging any tension or discomfort without judgment. This practice helps you connect with your physical presence and release built-up tension. Guided visualization. Imagine a peaceful scene, such as a beach or a forest, and focus on the details of this environment. Engage all your senses. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the textures. This technique can help you escape the noise of everyday life and immerse yourself in a calming, present-focused experience. Mantra meditation. Choose a word or phrase that brings you peace, such as calm or I am present. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and repeat this mantra silently or aloud. Concentrate on the sound and rhythm of the mantra, allowing it to anchor your mind in the present moment. The story of Nelson Mandela. One famous example of overcoming regret using Stoic principles is the story of Nelson Mandela. Although not a Stoic philosopher, Mandela's life and his approach to adversity exemplify Stoic resilience and the power of accepting and transforming regret. He said, "I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. There were many dark moments when my faith in humanity was sorely tested, but I would not and could not give myself up to despair. That way lays defeat and death." Nelson Mandela's words reflect a mindset similar to Stoic acceptance and resilience. Despite the immense hardships and isolation during his 27 years in prison, Mandela chose to focus on what he could control: his thoughts, attitudes, and preparations for the future. By keeping his head pointed toward the sun and his feet moving forward, he refused to succumb to regret or bitterness. This optimistic outlook allowed him to use his imprisonment as a time for reflection and growth, much like the Stoic practice of embracing challenges as opportunities for personal development. Mandela's approach teaches us that even in the darkest times, we have the power to choose our response, maintain hope, and continue moving forward. Lessons learned from Mandela. Mandela's transformation during his years in prison is a testament to the power of Stoic principles. By accepting his fate and using his time wisely, he emerged from prison not filled with regret or anger, but with a sense of purpose and forgiveness. He understood that mourning over lost years would not change his past. Instead, he focused on the present moment and how he could contribute to a better future for his country. From Mandela's story, we learn several valuable lessons. Acceptance of what cannot be changed. Mandela exemplified the Stoic principle of accepting what is beyond our control. He could not change the fact that he was imprisoned, but he could change how he responded to it. This acceptance allowed him to maintain his dignity and sanity during his incarceration. Focus on the present and future. Rather than being consumed by regret over lost years, Mandela focused on preparing for his eventual release and the role he would play in rebuilding South Africa. His ability to live in the present moment and work towards a better future illustrates the transformative power of Stoic mindfulness. Turning adversity into strength. Mandela's imprisonment could have easily led to a life defined by bitterness and regret. Instead, he turned his adversity into a source of strength, using his experiences to become a more compassionate and effective leader. This transformation shows how embracing our fate, even the difficult parts, can lead to profound personal growth. By applying these Stoic principles, Mandela was able to overcome the potential regret of his lost years and emerge as a symbol of resilience and forgiveness. His story serves as an inspiration for all of us, demonstrating that with the right mindset, we can transform our regrets into powerful lessons and use them to shape a better future. Now that you're equipped with these Stoic insights and practical tools, I encourage you to start applying them in your daily life. Begin by acknowledging your regrets and understanding their impact on your emotions and actions. Use journaling to reflect on your past mistakes, learn from them, and transform regret into growth. Practice negative visualization to gain perspective and appreciation for what you have now. Embrace the principles of Amor, Fati and the dichotomy of control, focusing on what you can change, your thoughts, actions, and attitudes, and letting go of what you cannot. Incorporate mindfulness and meditation into your routine to stay grounded in the present moment and reduce the grip of regret. We've covered a lot of ground today on how to use Stoic principles to overcome regret and embrace a more mindful and present-focused life. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you experienced regret in your life? How do you deal with it? Share your stories and strategies in the comments below. Your experiences can provide valuable insights and support for others on a similar journey. Thank you for watching and being part of this community. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit from these timeless Stoic lessons. Your engagement and support help us continue to create valuable content. Remember, overcoming regret is possible, and with the right mindset and tools, you can transform your past mistakes into powerful lessons for the future. Stay strong, stay present, and keep growing. See you in the next video.